I am in Abu Dhabi, and I'm a little bit jet lagged too. Maybe I'll try and juggle puzzles and chatting. I see some people are sleepy. Yeah, I know this is a weird time to be live. What time is it Central Time? It's 3:45 a.m. in St. Louis, where I usually stream from. Um, it's 12:45 p.m. in Abu Dhabi, so I'm trying to adjust. I had a 14-hour flight the other day, and it was actually not so bad. Managed to sleep for a good chunk. Oh, oh yeah! Shout out to Europe. Europe, it's like people are maybe just waking up, just starting their day. One reason I'm streaming is to stay awake. I'm trying to avoid taking like the early day nap just so I can try and fix my sleep schedule. Okay, staying clean so far. I mean, usually these start out like relatively simple. Take with queen or rook? I take with rook. Looks like a free pawn. Let's double check. This looks pleasant. This also looks very pleasant. Okay, a clean 30. A clean 31. Let's not jinx myself. What is this one? G6 probably trapping the queen. We have trade queens, but queen, yeah, queen here. Force mate. F4 looks nice. Pawn was pinned to the rook. Hey, it's John Abdulaziz. First time sub. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate that. I think I can take and then queen here and then take the rook. Yeah, this rook is getting trapped. This is nice. Oh, you're welcome. I'll try not to make any loud noises. Oh, thank you. Neogen Hawk. Yeah, I've been posting more on the extra channel lately. We have the extra command if you want the long form, long streams. This might also eventually make its way to the extra channel. Shout out to the future YouTube people. I think I can take and then... Oh, okay, that's simple. Take and take. Yeah, it's getting a little bit trickier. Oh, it got tricky. Okay, this is a fork. It's also a fork. Oh, nice. Very nice. Hey, it's Ross the Boss. Also, that was a triple pork. That pawn was pinned to the queen. What is this? Take on G. Oof. I should stop guessing. A5 or probably B5. I gotta watch my time. Hmm. Hmm. Hope you can multi. Wait, what? What was that last one? What did I miss here? I played. I thought I was trapping the rook. Or wait, no, I took the rook. I took cure, right? Oh, maybe I just ran out of time. I probably just ran out of time, not realizing. I'm not sure though. I probably just lost track of time. Anyway, that was a warm up. Oh, yeah. I encourage people who need to sleep to try and get some sleep, but maybe I can assist with that. If you want behind the scenes slice of life of Abu Dhabi, you can check out the most recent Twitter photo featuring a very strong breakfast table. And people can guess the lowest rated player at the table. Hint, hint. It might be me. Anyway, uh, I don't really have a plan for this stream, but maybe I should do some actual chess preparation. Botez's daddy says, I'll give you 10 subs if you can get to 100 on Puzzle Streak. I haven't done Puzzle Streak in a long time. But maybe that's not a bad like way of exercising and keeping things chill and chatting. Hey, it's Irune. Asking, will you go to Reykjavik Open again? I would like to. Reykjavik was great. Yeah, assuming the dates work. Love to return. Also, let me check the volume. I hope things like look and sound okay. Haven't been monitoring the levels. It looks to be okay. Oh, thank you. I thought you were gonna say friendly reminder to sub with Prime, but you're giving me a friendly reminder that I look energized. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of backlit. I mean, I have like a window to get more light, but that might overexpose things, so probably keep it as is. Oh, you don't hear TTS. Wait, what? Wait. Oh. Wait, what? How do I fix that? Actually, I don't know how to fix the TTS thing. 0 dB. That's so weird. Do people hear the bit noise? Ah, the thing was covered. Wait, let's try this one more time. Okay. Okay, bear with me one moment. I don't know how this happened. Wait, filters? Gain. Okay. Wait, one more time.
Friendly reminder smile and
Is that better?
just be the direct sunshine, but you look really energized today.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm really trying my best to juggle everything. I hope some people manage to solve the puzzle by now. Free queen. Oh, but I have to make sure yeah, the move sounds are probably too loud. Okay. So free queen.
Bearing. And yes, it is better.
Okay, beautiful. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I don't have like a proper way of like mixing the volume, so it's a matter of adjusting the Lichess volume and the OBS desktop volume. Okay, so this is I'll try and talk through some of these too. So this is a nice X-ray vision. We create the pin and then we win a piece. This one we will eventually promote. This is setting up the fork, remove the bishop, and then fork on e3. So at 9 now. Clearly we want to exploit the king. But how to do it? So if we take the bishop, there's f6. So probably we just want to win the queen. Big D asking, why are you awake? I mean, it's sunny outside. How can I not be awake? The sun reduces all the melatonin in my system. Yeah, I'm doing my best to overcome jet lag. Like before starting the stream, I felt like napping, but I'm really trying to force myself to stay awake this full day. And no, I'm not a vampire. I will happily eat some garlic. Ideally garlic with like other things, not just plain garlic. Okay, let's calculate. Here, queen c6, king here. Wait a minute. Oh, rook d7. So, yeah, if the king runs, then rook d7, queen b7. Oh, Teotwaki says we should build a tool that does a pre-stream self-test and checks everything that is audible, streamed to an unknown account. Yeah, I've actually thought about like having a separate account to like do testing things. Oh, other like larger Twitch channels will have like test accounts. Um, but I don't know if am I at that level yet? Sometimes it can be interesting content to troubleshoot. I started the stream today not realizing I had like the 60-second delay implemented. I had to end the stream before it actually started to remove the delay. How hot is it? Uh, the current temperature is 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's pretty hot. Maybe close to, is that close to 50 Celsius? Maybe not quite 50 Celsius. Oh, this is a free queen. Okay, let me get to like 25 and then I'll look more at chat. Try and speedrun some of these problems.
Long live St. Louis.
Oh, hey. At first that looked like Lichess, but that's LHS chess. Long live. Even though I'm not in St. Louis currently. I went to Dubai Mall yesterday, and there was a shop called St. Louis. It was like a nice, looked like furniture and lighting. Almost reminded me of home. Okay, so this is a nice one. This hits the bishop and the knight. Kind of looks like a Cambridge Springs combined with a King's Indian. I assume we take the bishop, hit the queen. Okay, this is not checkmate because the knight controls b3. I mean, not blunder. Yeah, if I get one wrong, then the streak ends. So I have to be really careful.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Takes and takes probably. Hey, what's up? Pasky Sierra what is his name? Pasky Sierra Gilanio.
Love you, Eric from Mexico.
I probably still butchered that name. But thanks for subbing. Thank you to Do Owl. from Mexico. I've never been to Mexico. I'd love to visit someday, though. The closest I've been was South Padre Island, maybe like 40 miles from the border. Okay. 22. Ah, this is nice. So take and then knight c3. And then if rook takes her is knight takes rook. And then this is a winning rook ending. Oh, RJ Fletcher lived in South Padre for 3 years. Yeah, there is the Pan American Intercollegiate Chess Championships was held in South Padre. It's a nice nice town. Oh no, I'm down 2 queens. But I think it's force mate. Bishop d5. Take the rook. King would go here. I don't know why it didn't have me finish the puzzle. So I would have to play knight g6 and rook here. And then there'd be no checks, surprisingly. Or no good checks. Okay, this looks like my first option. But I have to consider c3. Take a little bit of time here. I take on a3, c3. Take. There's queen c2. Man, if I'm already struggling at 25, getting to 100 might be difficult. I'm down. What am I down? Down a rook and the exchange. Wow, and a pawn. Okay, so if I take on a3, c3, taking and queen c2, queen b4. That seems really close. I mean, all the checks on the b file lead to queen b4. It's gotta be queen a3. I wonder, are we just drawing? Just a draw? I know, like, chess.com puzzles never have you draw, but Lee Chess puzzles might?
Dancer, dancer, dancer.
Yeah, not dancing just yet. Wait, what? What is this? Wait. Wait, let me let me analyze just briefly here. Where was a win after c3? c3, queen b3. Queen b3 only winning move. Ah, because queen b2 we take the rook. Have king c1. Ah, then we take queen c2. Oh, this is mate. Okay, fair enough. Guess I just didn't see queen b3. Oh, chess.com does have some drawing puzzles. I don't think they're too common, though. Okay. Bishop b4 comes to mind. It's a move that looks like a simple threat, but I don't think white can actually defend. Because whenever the bishop defends, we take and then take the bishop. If bishop were to take, we take and then attack the rook. Now, can this be a drawing puzzle? I mean, we're down material. Ah, but there's 92. I mean, we got to start with queen here. I don't think there's any other logical choice. And some kind of knight e2, queen
The
f3.
cavemen in Qatar don't play chess, but those in Abu Dhabi do.
The same way that people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but something something Abu Dhabi do. Okay. Trying to break 30. Okay, this is a simple one. This is also, wait, let's not. I see a fork, but that blunders queen and blunders mate simultaneously. But this is a better fork. Also, welcome to Marble Gray. Yeah, I'm in a different time zone, so it's nice to see some new names that don't regularly tune into the stream. Maybe a lot of people watching from Europe, Asia, the Night Owls in North America. Official judger, first time viewer. Yeah, it's currently 1:09 p.m. So it's 9 hours ahead of Central Time, US Central Time. Okay, let's power through a few more. Could take the knight and then take back, and that should be a nice advantage. Thank you, Sir Bubbleton. I just realized the thing is a little bit off. Wait, what did I do? Is that better? Just fixing the event list. Oh, maybe I just broke it. Okay. Knight takes g6 is an option. But then there's queen g6. Ah, then I take the rook first. Yeah, this looks pretty good. There's a line, king g8, bishop c4, bishop d5 takes. Take first, take, and then fork in the end. Okay. That's probably queen g3. And some pawns. Bishop f2. I can take first. Oh no, Teotihuaca's internet. I hope my internet's stable. I see I've dropped 88 frames, which is actually not so bad, given I'm on hotel Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi did go down earlier for a bit, so if I lose connection, I'm sorry. Okay, 35. Queen c6. Wait a minute, queen c6, queen f3. And I take on e6. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, so if queen f8, I have queen, like, I could take and then queen g8, and black is up 2 pawns. Oh, your fiber is dead. Someone pulled the wrong cable in the basement. Oh no. It doesn't sound pleasant. But you know it does sound pleasant. Oh no, my rook. It's actually a really nice move. If knight h1, there's queen g2 mate. And with this, there's queen h3 because of the pin. And then queen g2 mate. Okay, I like f5 here. f5 is a nice discovered attack. It essentially traps the queen. Queen f5, I have rook f6 pinning. This looks like a simple fork. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this position. Because there's X-ray vision against the queen and the king. I should first count material. Oh, well, black's threatening mate too. Should be aware of that. White is down a piece. Down a knight. I mean, one line that comes to mind is rook d6 and bishop c5. I was wondering rook d6, king c8. But there's not too many other options, I don't think. And like rook d6, king here, we can just somehow defend the pawn, like knight d4, rook e2. Looks very good for white. And yeah, here we... So it's bishop f4? Bishop f4 also... Oh no, bishop f4, queen takes f4 with check. I was thinking queen f4, queen e7, but it's got to be bishop c5. Okay. I mean, this move looks nice. Queen c7, threatening mate. Creating the battery. Winning a rook. The first thing that came to mind was queen takes knight and rook here. But first of all, we're down too much material. It's probably c3. King goes somewhere on the first rank. We take. And rook will come in eventually. And it's got to be c3. There's no other move. Yeah, I was wondering about this position because I have an inkling that it's rook a2. Oh, but there's also... Wait a minute. There's takes and... Maybe it was just queening. I'm trying to figure this out because rook a2 and queen takes e2 both look winning. Queen takes e2, king g3. Takes, rook a1. I'm just wondering what is white's defense after rook a2? Oh, maybe it's something like rook h1. No, it can't be rook h1. I'm a little bit perplexed here. Rook a2. I think the move is queen c2, but I need to find a reason to reject rook a2. So rook a2, king g3, rook c2. Ah, maybe like queen h3 does get a little bit weird. Wait, okay, let me force myself to calculate. It's hard to calculate when being so tired. But rook a2, queen h3, rook c2, queen g3, queen g1, king h4. Queen f2, queen g3. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for black there actually. So the line was rook a2, queen h3, threatening this stuff. Rook c2 here. And regardless, oh, the queen can move here actually. Queen g1, king h4, rook h2. That looks good for black. And what is this line? Queen c2, king g3. I was thinking takes, and then rook a1 looks winning. It just seems much cleaner. Because then there's no stopping c2, c1. I think I'll go for queen c2, but then I'll analyze. Yeah, why is rook a2 not winning? Rook a2, king g3, takes. Queen h1. Defensive resource. Ah. Okay. Anyone see queen h1? I mean, if not for this move, black's also winning in this line, but as that's why it's important to, I guess, think from the opponent's perspective too. Queen h1's very nice, just covering the first rank. There's no checks. And yeah, the pawn's too slow to promote.
Hi Eric, great to see you. Do you think you've got a strong chance of winning the Abu Dhabi Masters tournament?
I would need a lot of good fortune. Yeah, actually, let me. I know a lot of people have been using the command, but I'll take a moment to share. People see this. Yeah, this is a pre-entry list. So I'm currently seed number 76. I think a handful of people dropped out because originally, like a few weeks ago, I was seed around 90. But yeah, a lot of people are above me. So and we can see the sheer number of like grandmasters in the field. And oh, there's 148 total. Wait, that number also dropped. If there's 148 and I'm number 76, that means 74. So 74th will play down. 75th. So if the pairings are standard Swiss, and this is the entry list going into the first round, I would play the second seed, which is Tomaszewski. Which would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm like right on the cutoff for the first round, so I could play Wang Hao, Tomaszewski, which would be pretty cool. I don't get too many chances to play a super GM in a classical tournament. But I think it's likely the entry list will maybe change a little bit before the pairings go up. Okay, back to Puzzle Streak. Oh, you thought Wang Hao retired? Yeah, he retired, but then he came out of retirement in the span of like a few months. So maybe he'll be a role model for Levy. What opening would you play? It depends on the color. But it doesn't make sense for me to like start preparing until I know the opponent. So Bubbleton asking, could you get a GM norm from this tournament? Yeah, definitely. There's definitely norm possibilities, but it's one thing to meet like the opponent requirements for a norm. It's another thing to meet the performance rating requirement. Because I would need to perform what at like a 2600 level FIDE. So it would require me consistently like beating and drawing players higher rated than me. I've been close in the past, but yeah, it would require like a very, very good result. Okay, this move looks pretty straightforward. I mean, there's counterplay on the e-file. Also, hello to Andres. Shout out to Andres. We still have the Andres command. Check out Andres on Twitch, YouTube, Chessable, etc. Also, thanks for the good luck wishes. Okay, this is the type of move I'd probably play like very quickly in a blitz game. Because current material is equal, and even if white's somehow able to win back the queen, I'll be winning the rook for the bishop, so be up the exchange. This is interesting though. So the problem keeps going. I mean, Oh, is it just bishop e6? Huh. It's actually interesting that maybe black doesn't have so many options here. But bishop e6 looks pretty straightforward. Okay. At 43. Yeah, the problems do get more difficult. Like, this is probably some kind of mating net. Or is it winning material? Because we could take the rook, queen takes, and then this. Hmm. I should probably calculate this. So knight takes rook, queen takes, and then bishop f3, king g3 taking the rook. We take the queen. Now if king takes rook, we take the rook on b7. So white has to play rook b8, king f7, and then takes. And then we take the knight. King takes bishop. And black is up 2 pawns. It should be winning. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, today's a puzzle stream. This is also kind of a test stream. Just mainly testing the internet. So at some point I might do some game recap content. Maybe live, maybe just for YouTube. But yeah, if you're just joining, I will be playing a very serious, very strong classical tournament in Abu Dhabi starting tomorrow. I'm still adjusting to the time zone. H6 is a move. H6 looks nice, actually, because we want the queen to come here. So H6, king H7, and then queen F6. Let's do it. Rook G7. This is a nice mating pattern. Rook G7, bishop H6, queen E8. Thank you, Iron Hill, the prime sub. Chessalog asking, did you take offer from Turkish Chess League? I don't think I received an offer. I'm actually not familiar with any Turkish Chess League. I did go to like a Turkish type food place yesterday. I got some Turkish sweets that are sitting across the room. They're kind of tempting me, but probably hold off for now. Okay, so material count, white is down 2 pawns, but there is potential for initiative. I mean, might just simply be like takes rook b1. Very simple. Hey, it's Hannah. Yeah, Turkish Delight. I couldn't think of the name. Wait, let me share what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's called a Turkish Delight. Also, I got some like mystery pastry, which I don't know, maybe people can identify. Oh, here. So Turkish Delight, I think, is like, it's a sweet thing covered in powdered sugar, which makes it even more sweet. And then the mystery pastry is like this one. So maybe people can speculate what it is. At some point, I'll taste it. Okay, queen f7. Oh no, my queen. And then double check, winning back the queen. And winning a piece. Yeah, this is a very classic maiden 3. Oh no, my queen. Okay, almost at 50. I I already forget who it was like offering the 10 gifted for 100. I'm wondering if I get to 50, does that equate to 5 gifted? It looks like it's takes, and then takes. And why not? Ooh, counterattack. I can just take the queen. Hey, we got to 50. Okay, let me get some water. I'll be right back. Actually, the water was within reach. Bet is up asking, you've been to Abu Dhabi before, right? No, I haven't actually. I was in Dubai during the World Championship match, but first time in Abu Dhabi. Hey, it's RJ Fletcher, gifting 5. Oh, it's Botez's daddy, yeah. Not to be confused with Papa Botez, who's like actual Botez's daddy. Okay. Yeah, the next 50 is going to be much more difficult. But let me try to keep being accurate. I mean, takes.
Hello.
Hello. So takes is king h2. Then bishop d6. d6 and f4, we take. Yeah, it's gotta be queen e3 and bishop d6. And then just take everything. I mean, we force a queen trade. Is that so simple, though? And there's really no other move. Okay. This one looks like knight g5. Just skewer, basically a diagonal shish kebab. And then also hitting c2. Yeah, I went to Turkey actually. It was back in 2017. I had a 19-hour layover. I just stayed at a hotel like very close to the airport and didn't really get to see too much of Turkey. But it was nice. Oh, Botez's daddy says, I enjoy listening and watching you calculate. That's why I was hoping you'd accept the challenge. I learn a lot watching you calculate. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I'll try and keep like calculating out loud and try and keep it educational. I mean, part of solving puzzles, it's just making observations in the position, and then it's also about like actually executing the ideas and looking at the concrete variations. So yeah, I'm not really seeing what black does after knight g5. I mean, queen f5 we can take and then take on c6. And it looks like that's what happens. I mean, there's also, wait a minute. So bishop e4, there's queen f2, so small landmine there. Free education, yeah. It actually reminds me, I've been meaning to post this lesson with Hannah on YouTube. Try and offer more free education. We had a good lesson a few weeks ago. Question from Skywalker, will you be playing Gabbets? It's very possible. I mean, there's a lot of like playable openings at a high level that involve sacrificing something. But probably no Stafford Gambits, unless I get really tilted. Oh no, my queen. Yeah, it took me a few moments to find. Okay, so now we have a king pawn ending. I mean, king. King d6, king g6, king e6, king g7. I think king d6 is the only logical move to start with. Now we have to sneak around from behind. I mean, there's this move, and this move also to keep in mind. It seems like we're gonna wait until the king gets to like g6 or g7 and then waste a tempo. So I'm pretty sure king e7 here, and then we even play king f8 there. There's g4. In a slow game, I would take like the rest of my time to just make sure everything works. And I have time here, so king e7, king g6, king f8. There's this g4 move I'm trying to make sense of. This is actually a good exercise for just disciplining myself for a serious game. I'm gonna just stop looking at chat and calculate for a little bit. So, what was the first idea? King e7. If g4 right away, takes king g6. h3, king g5, king f7, king f4, takes, g5, king f4, g6 is winning. So king e7, king g6. So king g7, okay, so basically what I just calculated was king e7. g4 doesn't work because after takes, if the king tries to run in, we're going to play h3, defend the pawn, take, and then queen our g pawn before black queens the e pawn. So that basically means after king e7, there's king g6. And then I play king f8. I'm just not sure about f5 there. King f8, f5. Maybe g4 at the right moment. I'm actually wondering, okay, king e7, king g6, g4. Is this working? So it's kind of a similar idea that after like takes, king goes back, we have g4, and it's going to be zugzwang. Black plays g4, we take, king g5, king f7, king g4, king g4, king f6, king e4, g4. Oh, that's a draw. And king e7 seems like the most intuitive, though. Maybe it's just, we just like keep opposition, and after it goes back, then we play some kind of g4 move. And practically, that seems like the best solution. Right, so king here, here, goes back. G4. G4 takes. Okay, so the line I'm calculating is king e7, king g6, king e6, king g7, g4 takes g4, takes king g6. And we have to kind of wait, though. Maybe we don't. Can we go in and then king f7 and then g4? Wait, okay, one more time. So king e7, king g6, king e6, king g7, king f5, king f7, g4 takes. King there. Maybe we play like g3 takes. Ah, so once we get the king to f5, then we play. I think it's actually pretty simple. I may have just been overthinking like all these lines. But we can guarantee the king to f5, and then we play some g3, and then whenever the king sidesteps, then we go to like this square. Ah, but the king will sidestep to g7. If we play king e6 again, there's this g4 move. So do we actually play this? No, it's the same. We have to play king e7 first? How does the timing work? So king e7, king g6, king e6, king g7, king f5, king f7. And then g4 takes. King g7, g4, king f7 is... That's actually losing for white. King e6, king g6. What am I missing? King e7, king g6, king e6, king g7. And then g4. G4 takes g4. We gotta play king f5. I mean, this keeps the most options open, so I might just play it, and... I mean, I'm not 100% sure, though. It's opposition, but... I have some g3... Let me calculate without looking for a moment. King e7, king g6, king e6, king g7, king f5, king f7. G3 takes king g7. King e6 is g4 again. G4 takes. King g6, king e7. Do we get a position with the king on f7, king on g5? And pawns on g3. I'm really confusing myself. So what was I just looking at? I was looking at king e7, king g6, king here.
How do you maintain your brain power to play this long? It's
I'm not
mind-boggling.
even playing. I'm trying to just solve an endgame. This is a hard thing about endgames is you get to a position like this after like 4 or 5 hours of like hard fought chess, and then you have to you have to have the stamina to like calculate really precisely. Um, Wait, okay, one more time. Last time, King E7, King G6, King here. And then I wanted to play like G3 takes, King G7, King E6. So if King G6, there's G4 winning. So G4 there, I take King G6, King E7. Wait, that looks winning. May have missed something, but okay. So G4, I already looked at this takes and okay. Wait, let me analyze this. I mean, King E7's type of move that like I think you can kind of play just intuitively. I was just trying to solve the whole thing like just by calculating. So what happens after King G6? Oh, G4. G4 is winning immediately? Takes. Ah, because we get G4 in, and what if F5? Ah, then G4. Okay, King E6 also winning. So how does this work? Again, G4. Okay, this is the line that I was looking at. King G5, there's a G5, or King G7, G5. And here, white wins a race. Yeah, this is the line that I looked at like very briefly. Okay. Okay, moving on. Okay, we're back to a middle game position. This one looks really easy too. Unless it's not really easy. But it looks like just knight e7. And the king has to move to h8, otherwise rook takes rook d8. I guess, yeah, then material's equal though. Or maybe it's not so simple. I wonder if knight e7, king h8, queen f3, defending and threatening mate. It looks promising. I was wondering about knight e4. Knight e4, there's rook c1. So queen f3, knight e4. So knight e4 defends f6. But then after rook c1, we're hitting the queen and also threatening queen f7. And that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Did you relocate? Yeah, I moved to Abu Dhabi, at least for the next like week. But it's not a permanent relocation. Okay, I'll try and catch up with chat because I've been ignoring chat for a little bit. I'm sure lots of people had their thoughts about that endgame position. Thank you, Freak Nasty, for the 6 months. Have you studied Lafayette Gambit? Not as much as Stafford, but I'm aware of its existence. I played it probably a handful of times in Blitz. And yes, the weather is very hot here. It is currently... Oh, it's currently still 100 degrees. Could be hotter. Okay. I mean, looks like rook e8. Rook e8, queen c6. Yeah, these are getting a bit trickier. But queen c6, king h2, rook c1, we take. Looks like there's a line like For example, rook e8, queen c6, king here. If black tries to go for counterplay, we take king h7, rook h8, king here, and then there's a nice resource, queen d6, forcing the queen trade and not getting mated. Did not see queen f3. And we should just take the bishop. Okay. 56. Oh, I have to go soon because it will be lunchtime. The nice thing about Puzzle Streak is you can just like pause. Like maybe I'll just leave it up and then I can end the stream and then resume later. Anyway, rook h3. There's king g1. Rook h3, king g1, queen h2, king f2, rook h3. And otherwise, if pawn takes, we have bishop f3, takes, and we win the queen. Okay, let me at least get to 60. e3 is a move. This is a move. This doesn't quite trap the queen because this, or even bishop c4. Material, we're down in exchange. I'm daydreaming of a position where we play queen e3, pawn takes, and then bishop g3 checkmate. And not so easy to accomplish, though. So rook g8, bishop c4. Oh, what's the pawn count? Our pawns are we're down 2 pawns too. As I was thinking, we could take the bishop, take the queen, but it's not so clear if we're even better there. It feels like it has to be rook g8 though. But bishop c4. What are the other options? Could it be e3? Just sack? No, there's like knight f3. White seems to be okay. It might just be like rook g8 and like black's just better in this material imbalance. I'm not convinced. Hey, thank you, Joey Buckaroo.
Howdy.
So I'm looking for other candidate moves. Like there's rook e8, there's knight f7. They don't really prevent bishop c4. Bishop e. How to do this? Bishop f4.
Hey Eric, I am looking forward to participate at the chess boxing championship
Oh.
in Turkey with the Stafford Gambit.
Oh.
Hope your merch gives me power.
Wait. Chess boxing, is that a real thing? In Turkey? Good luck if that's actually a real thing. Maybe you get a tank top for training. Okay. Um, I'm doing my best to just not look at chat. Um, I'm on my own here. And I really don't see too many alternatives apart from Rook G8. I'm trying to think outside the box. Like, white obviously wants to take the rook, so we're pretty limited in terms of the options. It might be a question like after bishop c4, do we take the queen or do we take the bishop? I think I'll start with rook g8. Okay, so it is a question. Do we take the queen or do we take the bishop? Or is there some other like third mystery move? Yeah, my first impression was to take the bishop. So we do threaten mate. Knight takes, then we take. And the line after takes, takes, takes. The pawn is kind of hanging. I mean, and okay, if queen... Wait a minute. Is there queen g4? Oh, we have to take the queen. Because queen g4. And then... Material-wise, we're just down a lot. So how does this work? Takes, takes, knight takes. I guess there's bishop d5, and yeah, black's perhaps doing well. And two bishops for rook and two pawns. Actually, rook and three pawns, but we win one pawn back. Okay. What's the valuation here? That didn't seem so simple. Wow, so black's just like clearly better. I guess it makes sense. It's hard to judge though from a distance. Yeah, good job to those who... I mean, I think the key thing was to spot the fact that we can't take on c4 because queen g4. That can be an easy thing to overlook. Okay, let me try and do at least two more, maybe just one more given my time constraints. This one looks like free material. I think it's takes, takes, takes. My first impression. I mean, we're down a queen. What else to do? We could take with rook first, but no, pawn first. It's gotta be. Rook takes. Material-wise... Material-wise... Rook, bishop... Oh yeah, plenty of material. And then this move. And takes. Does it keep going? Bishop g5. Let me just save our bishop. Wait, what if king c7? Probably knight f7. Okay. Yeah, the final position is actually still a fight. Like after knight f7, black has pawns, but I guess e6 is pretty strong. And we create the wall with a pawn and knight. Okay. Let's make this a final position. I think it's just f5. There's a funny line. f5, h4, takes h3, g7, h2, queen, queen, and then queen a8. And if takes, we just take back and queen and then take. F5, if takes F4, then we're in time to catch the king and then queen our H pawn. So this looks pretty simple. This move I did not see. Oh, that's a very clever move. If I push, there's a king coming back. I assume we have to take. And can we somehow force a queen trade? F6. F6 and then take. It might be F6 actually. No, but then no. Takes F7, we're winning. F6 king moves here. Then we take. There. Oh no, wait, no. F6 doesn't work. F6, the king catches all the pawns. I have to remember the square rule. Like F6 king here, takes king here, the king is within the square. And we'll take the pawn next. So it's gotta be takes. I'm not entirely sure what we do after queen queen. But we're up a pawn and maybe somehow we force a queen trade or just like win this pawn and yeah, it should be winning. I wouldn't be surprised if the problem ends like after queen queen or after this. Wow. So what's the best approach? It wasn't the most satisfying puzzle, but I guess you just have to realize there's a lot of ways to win this. So yeah, we're up 2 pawns. It's a theoretically winning ending, even though it's like not crystal clear. It is winning. Okay, got to 60. I'm gonna leave this window open. I think even if I close the window and then like came back to puzzle streak, it would save my progress. So anyway, hopefully that was educational and productive. Oh hey, it's Blundering Typhoons. I'm aware of a few other Alaskan viewers actually. I think Fly Salis is another one.
Do you know what time you will resume the stream? I'd like to be online to catch the whole challenge.
Oh. I actually don't know. Maybe enjoy tomorrow. Lunch. But the issue with streaming before or during a tournament is it's so hard to plan ahead. I have to prioritize a good sleep and eating schedule and preparation when I know my opponent. So I think there's a decent chance I'll be back before the first round. But there's also a decent chance that we'll have to put this off until a little bit later. But I guess be sure to follow on Twitch, especially if you're new to the channel.
Oh look,
you can follow
time.
And
hope you enjoy the tournament.
Get notified when I go live. Also, thank you, Chuzajin. Happy 12 months. And thanks everyone for being here. Yeah, tournament starts tomorrow. Pairings I think will go up sometime tomorrow. So I could probably just chill today. Take it easy. Find some food. Maybe have one of these Turkish delight things. Hey, it's Gary. What's up, Gary? Yeah, I'm just about to end things. But thanks for being here. Shout out to Gary. Oh, Gary just woke up. Wow. Yeah, it's a weird time. But anyone else streaming? Does Mark accept raids? I think there was one time I tried raiding Mark. He doesn't accept raids. Oh, he does. Okay, sweet. And maybe people can also check out Gary once he goes live. Anyway, I gotta find food. So thanks again, everyone, and I'll be back soon. Goodbye.